A massive political earthquake has just hit South Asia. After 18 years in exile and nearly 2 decades out of power, Tarique Rahman and the Bangladesh Nationalist Party (BNP) have claimed a historic landslide victory in the 2026 general election. According to the latest provisional results, the BNP and its allies has secured a supermajority, crossing the 212 seat mark in a 300 seat parliament. This isn't just an election win, it's a complete transformation of Bangladesh's political landscape. The significance was made clear this morning when Prime Minister Narendra Modi took to X to congratulate Tariq Rahman, calling it a decisive victory that reflects the trust of the Bangladeshi people. But behind the handshakes and the viral congratulatory posts, there are massive questions. How did a leader in exile for 18 years pull this off? And this more importantly for us. How will this shift affect India's border security and our relationship with our closest neighbor? Today, the viral context breaks down the 5 things you need to know about the 2026 Bangladesh election result. To understand this win, you have to understand the man behind it. Tariq Rahman is often called the crown prince of Bangladesh politics. He is the son of two of the country's most powerful leaders, the late President Ziaur Rahman and the three-time Prime Minister Khalida Zia. But this journey hasn't been easy. Back in 2008, Tariq left Bangladesh for London on a wheelchair, having faced severe torture under a military backed government. He spent the next 18 years in self imposed exile in a London suburb, leading his party through a laptop screen. For years, he was a political fugitive, with a life sentence hanging over him for a 2004 grenade attack, charges he always denied. Everything changed after the 2024 uprising. The courts stayed his convictions, and on Christmas Day 2025, he finally stepped back onto Bangladesh soil to a hero's welcome. In a weird viral twist, even his fluffy ginger cat, Jebu, who travelled with him from London, became a symbol of his return. He arrived home as a son, wanting to hug his mother, but Khalida Zia passed away just a day later. Now he stands ready to take the seat she once held, promising a new path for the nation. So, how did Tariq Rahman pull off this 212 seat landslide? The answer starts in August 2024. That bloody student led uprising, which saw nearly 1,400 people lose their lives, completely wiped the slate clean. For the first time in 30 years, the boat symbol of the Awami League was missing from the ballot, as the party was barred from contesting after the former PM fled to India. But it wasn't just a lack of competition. Tariq Rahman played a very smart game from London. He kept his party united for 17 years, and upon his return, did not talk about revenge. Instead, he talked about the July National Charter, a plan for constitutional reform to secure or ensure no one can ever become a dictator in Bangladesh again. He promised a zero tolerance policy for corruption, monthly financial support for poor families, and millions of new jobs for the Gen Z voters who led the protests. While the student leaders formed their own party, the National Citizen Party (NCP), many voters felt that only an established powerhouse like the BNP could actually deliver stability. In the end, the people did not just vote for a name, they voted for a promise that the chaos of 2024 would finally lead to a peaceful, democratic 2026. Now we get the most sensitive part of this story, India. For 15 years, New Delhi's closest ally was Sheikh Hasina. But today, the viral context has completely flipped. Within hours of the victory, PM Narendra Modi posted a warm welcome on X, congratulating Tariq Rahman. He spoke about the democratic, progressive, and inclusive Bangladesh. This is a massive diplomatic signal. It shows that India is ready to move past its history with the BNP and work with the new leadership. But there is one major blocker. Sheikh Hasina is still in India. A special tribunal in Bangladesh has already sentenced her to death in absentia. for crimes against humanity during the 2024 uprising. Tarique Rahman has been cagey about this, saying the future of India-Bangladesh relations depends on how Delhi handles this situation. For India, it's a tightrope walk. They cannot simply hand over a former ally who they have sheltered, but they also cannot afford to anger a new government that controls a 400-kilometer shared border. Tariq has promised a Bangladesh first policy, equidistant from India, China, and Pakistan. The golden era of Delhi Dhaka ties might be over, but a new era of mutual respect is just beginning. How this plays out will decide the security of our Northeast for the next decade. One of the biggest concerns in India has been the safety of the Hindu minority in Bangladesh. During the 2024 uprising, we saw heartbreaking images of temples being attacked and families fleeing. However, the 2026 election has thrown up a very different headline. A senior Hindu leader, Gayeshwar Chandra Roy, has won a massive victory on a BNP ticket from the Dhaka 3 constituency, defeating his closest rival from the Islamist Jamaat-e-Islami. This is huge viral context moment because it shows that even within a nationalist party, minority leaders are finding space and winning votes. Tarique Rahman has been very vocal about this, stating that vengeance will not bring anything back. He has promised to turn Bangladesh into a country where people of all religions can live safely. We even saw a unique phenomenon during this election where Muslim student groups stood guard outside temples to ensure there was no violence during the voting process. But the road ahead isn't easy. While the BNP has moved toward the center, their alliance partner Jamaat-e-Islami has also gained strength, winning 77 seats. The balance between Tariq's moderate new path and the pressure more radical groups will be the true test of safety from the 1.5 crore Hindus living in Bangladesh today. This wasn't just an election. It was a revolution at the ballot box. For 17 years, millions of young Bangladeshis felt their vote didn't matter, but today Gen Z has officially become the kingmaker. Out of the 127 million eligible voters, a staggering 44%, that's 56 million people, are aged between 18 to 37. For 5 million of these young men and women, this was the first time in their lives they participated in a truly competitive election. The energy was visible. The voter turnout jumped to nearly 61%, a massive leap from the boycotted polls of 2024. These are the same students who led the protest on the streets of Dhaka, and today they brought the same fire to the polling booths. While many young leaders formed their own national citizen party, the majority of the youth eventually leaned towards the BNP as the most stable vehicle for change. But don't be mistaken, Tarique Rahman knows he is on probation. This generation is low on patience. They are not just looking for a name in the PMO, they are looking for jobs, an end to corruption, and a seat at the table. If the new government doesn't show tangible results within the first 6 months, this same Gen Z wave that brought them to power could just and as easily turn against them. The message is to the new leadership is loud and clear. We are watching. So, what is this final verdict on the 2026 Bangladesh elections? This wasn't just about putting Tarique Rahman in power. By also passing the July Charter referendum today, the people of Bangladesh have voted for a total systematic reset. We are looking at a future with prime ministerial term limits, a more independent judiciary, and a foreign policy that Tarique Rahman calls Bangladesh first. For India, the comfort zone for the last 15 years is gone, replaced by a relationship that will have to be earned through mutual respect and tough negotiations. On things like water sharing and border security, one thing is certain: South Asia's geopolitical map has just been redrawn. If you found this news helpful, please do 3 things to support the viral context. First, hit the like button to help this video reach more people interested in the regional news. Second, comment below, do you think India should extradite Sheikh Hasina back to Bangladesh or keep her here? I want to hear your take. And third, most importantly, subscribe and hit the bell icon. We are new channel, and your support helps us bring you the why behind the world's biggest headlines. This is the viral context. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next